Hi everyone, Joanne with Stamping in the Valley, and welcome to my craft room. Today I want to make this beautiful card, love this card, using our flower patch stamp set. This stamp set does come in a bundle. It has framelits that go with it, but today we're just going to be using the stamp set. Okay, so let's move that out of the way. I love this card. This looks just so springy, doesn't it? And this sentiment right here is from the Simply Wonderful stamp set, and this is a celebration item. For every $50 that you order, just until the 31st of this month, you'll get to pick from a list of free items, and they just added some new ones also. But this is one of the free items, and I love this sentiment down here. So that's what we're going to use with this card today. Okay. So let's move this out of the way. I've already folded and scored. This is a portrait style card. This is cut 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2, just like this. We're going to make our card like that. And I cut my first layer at 5 1/4 by 4, and then I cut my interior layer at 4 3/4 by 3 1/2. And we're going to go ahead and do some stamping. I love to make my own DSP. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. So, let's see, let's go ahead and get all of our stamps in a row here. Now, this is my foam mat, and I've covered it with, let me turn this around, and I've covered it with some grid paper because I'm going to be stamping off. So first I'm going to bring in my small section right there that goes inside the card. I'm going to open my Calypso Coral and my Tangelo Twist. And I love Tangelo Twist, but for this card I want to stamp off because I want just a lighter shade. To me, the Tangelo Twist is more of a burnt orange, and I wanted a lighter orange for the spring. So I'm going to take my large flower here, and they're photopolymer, so I've inked it up, and I'm going to go ahead and stamp it off. And then I'm going to, this is the smaller one, the inside, so I'm going to, this is the bottom of the card right here. I'm going to stamp it on right there. Okay, look at that beautiful orange color. I love that. Okay, and that's by stamping it off one time. Okay, then I'm going to take the flower that goes inside that flower. This is a two-step stamping technique, and I'm going to ink that up with Calypso Coral, and I'm not going to stamp that one off. I'm going to go direct. So this one kind of shoots up a little bit, so I'm going to line that up there. This really doesn't matter how you line this one up. However you do it is fine because it's just supposed to have that little pop inside. Okay. Move those out of the way, and I'm going to bring in the Crushed Curry and the Daffodil Delight. Love Daffodil Delight. I'm going to take this flower right here, okay, and ink it up with my Daffodil Delight, and I'm not going to stamp off with it either. I'm going to stamp it right on here, okay, and then I'm going to take the inside one right here that goes with it, and I'm going to ink it up with Crushed Curry, and I'm not going to stamp that off either. The only one I stamped off on this project was the Tangelo Twist. And I'm going to put that right in the middle. And now we've got the inside of our card done. Isn't that great already? That quick. So I'm going to bring our card in, and I want to go ahead and attach this in here. Doesn't that make the inside of the card? I love it. As you can see, I was stamping on the back, but you can always use the other side. So, I was playing around with this before I do my videos. You know, we always kind of play around and see what we get. So that's what went on that side of the page. And I want the Tangelo Twist at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and line this up on my grid paper and bring this in. Nice. Oop, slipped right out of my hand. I felt it. We might not be able to pick it up. Oh, that sticks. Okay, well, down we go. That's good. So now we're going to decorate the outside of the card, and here is our paper for that. And remember, we're going to make our own DSP. So first we're going to start with our Tangelo Twist. Let's see, that's Calypso Coral. Okay, here's our Tangelo Twist and our large flower. And we're just going to ink it up. And remember, stamp off, stamp on. And now we're going to fill the page with this beautiful flower. Stamping it off and stamping it on. And like I said, we're on and off of the page, and that's exactly what we want because we want flowers all over it. Love this. That's beautiful. Okay, now we're going to come back in with our one that goes in the middle and bring in our calypso coral. And now this we don't stamp off at all. So let's see. I love this one that kind of, you know, comes up a little higher, so I try to use it in all of the, yeah, there we go. Nice. I love our DSP, but sometimes I get a stamp set and I just love everything that comes with it, and I like to make my own DSP with it. And this is exactly, guys, what we're doing with this stamp set. So now let's bring in our Daffodil Delight. That's the lighter of our yellows, and then I'm going to bring in this flower, and I'm going to fill in. Remember, I'm on my foam mat because I've got the photopolymer, and it's really stamping quite nicely. Really giving me good coverage. Love that. Isn't that beautiful? Okay. Now we're going to switch ink. And let's see, I'm going to come in with this one. And this is Crushed Curry. And kind of line that up in there and just start stamping. And this is direct also, right to it. I didn't stamp it off. Of course, you can if you want to. However you want to do it is fine. It's never wrong. Never, ever wrong. Now we're going to bring in the pistachio pudding. Guys, if you need pistachio pudding refills, you know that's going to retire. So this I'm just going to kind of stamp around. That whole set, strawberry slush and all of that, is going to retire. So if you guys are needing any ink refills, I did want to tell you guys, I've had some trouble with my website. So that's why I've been directing you to my stampinginthevalley.stampinup.net over to my Stampin' Up store with Stampin' Up. And I appreciate you guys understanding, but my website is just down for just a little bit of maintenance, one more week, and then we'll have it. And then it'll be good. I like that just the way it is, just like that. Just a little bit of pistachio pudding. Okay, let me close my ink because we all know my fingers will be in it. Then on the card. And you know, sometimes, I mean, I love our DSP, I really do, but this is why I buy the ink and the stamps, right? I want to stamp. I want to use my stamps to their fullest. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? Look what we created out of just a piece of plain white cardstock. How gorgeous. And some ink. Love it. Okay, so I'm going to attach this to here using my snail. And again, see, you saw me, I was using the other side of it to practice. Before I get on camera, I like to practice. Usually I get a whole set of cards out of just practicing. So let me bring this in. And here lately I've been finding a good placement is just to get my two corners here placed and then just let the card fall into place. And I've been doing quite well with sorry about the rocking there, about placing it like that. Now I want to bring in, that's popping up a little bit. Let me bring my bone folder in and give that a little bit better crease. Okay, there we go. Now let me bring in a piece of Whisper White right here. And this is the stamp that says thanks so very much. I want my Tangelo twist. I'm going to ink this up, and I am going to stamp this sentiment off so that all of my ink, every color is the same. Bring that right there. Love it. Thanks so very much. Love that. How pretty. What a pretty shade of orange. Okay, and let's get our punch in here. And we're just going to line that up. And you could use any sentiment you want, any punch you want. Doesn't matter. I'm going to bring this in. Let me get that out of the way there. We're done stamping. So we have our inside finished, and anyone can write a sentiment. I'm going to attach our thanks so much. I'm going to attach this one over here with just 2 dimensionals. Let me bring this in. I love doing cards. But my grandson is getting into t-ball. So some of my next videos are going to be how to make a t-ball scrapbook out of our treat bags. That is the next endeavor. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? Thanks so much for watching today. And if you need to order any of your Stampin' Up! Products, please go to stampinginthevalley.stampinup.net just for another week. And then my website will be up and running again. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for crafting with me today. Have a great day. Bye.